I have some plant mail that came, so that's why I want to film this quick unboxing video with you. And we just broke out the champagne to celebrate, so yeah, I'll be sipping on that later. We're outside today because Hurricane Debbie just passed. We were actually supposed to be out of town this week for a couple nights to celebrate, so we had to postpone it until next week because we didn't really know how the storm was going to impact, because we're staying someplace in Florida, like a resort. We didn't want to be stuck in Florida with rain when we could just stay here, and I didn't want to leave the babies with the storm coming in with, you know, the kitties. So yeah, we pushed it back to next week, which I'm super excited to get out of town for a couple days. So yeah, it's just been constant rain with the hurricane passing through. The first day was pretty rough. We had tornado sirens going off. I was like panicking. It was very windy, lots of rain, and it kind of passed through, and now it's just kind of the back end of the storm, a lot of rain and everything. So our furniture is all crazy too, because this whole area up here is soaking wet. So let's get to the unboxing. So this is a repeat plant purchase. It's to replace the philodendron caramel marble that I got. I didn't technically open that one up on my channel, but you guys, I had to end up opening a case on Etsy to get a refund, which I've never done before. Me and the seller just did not get along. I mentioned it in my new plant haul that it came really sad. It was heat stressed. It was sealed in a plastic cup when I opened it. It was only in the mail for 2 days. The temperature was like 90 degrees. It wasn't, I mean, it was hot, but it wasn't extreme. I did end up getting a partial refund initially, but the thing is completely dead now. It completely rotted. There was literally no saving this plant. And so I reached out to ask her for a full refund because I just didn't think it was fair from the way that it was shipped to me like that. And the seller even agreed that I made valid points with the packaging, and she still wouldn't like fully refund me. And I didn't trust the seller to send me a replacement plant. I don't know, there was just something in my gut that told me not to do that. And I just have never felt so, I don't know, it was just so argumentative. It just really upset me because the way that this person handled the situation is something how I would never handle a situation, like a bad plant mail that I sent out to someone. If they received bad plant mail, I would never want anyone to feel the way that I felt. I think the Thrips was a pretty bad plant mail package, you know, that Philodendron, but this one, just like overall communication, it just, the seller made me feel horrible for leaving a 1-star review, and yeah, just tried to pretty much throw it all on me. But I ended up getting my refund, which I'm grateful for. So I have a replacement one, and I don't want to hash and relive any of that anymore. It's done, it's over with. And so this one I'm super excited about. It is a baby, I will say that. I was looking online for a while and I just wasn't really happy with any of the ones that I was coming across. And this Etsy shop had a lot of reviews, and I felt bad because I messaged the seller. I'm like, hey, do you mind holding off shipping for a week? I'll be out of town. Like, thank you so much. And, you know, they were willing to do that, no problem. And then when the storm came through, I had to message them. I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry to be a pain, but we are now going out of town like the following week. You can still ship it this week, you know, if that works for you. If not, would you mind holding it like an extra week or whatever? So they went ahead and shipped it this week, which was very nice of them. So this came from California. I did pay for 1-day express, next day air shipping, but it ended up taking 2 days. So it was shipped Monday and I got it today. Today's Wednesday. This is from Leaf Echo. I think it's Leaf Echo, yes, from Etsy. So I have not purchased from them before, but I did read the reviews and it seemed like there were positive reviews, and the plants on their site were beautiful, and they had several listings of caramel marble, and the variegation was pretty good. So I don't know, something told me to go with this one. I had actually saved this, I think it's been over a week, and I was just like contemplating purchasing it because this one was actually more expensive than the original one that I bought. I was just a little anxious spending this amount of money on a plant again because Again, these aren't cheap plants by any means. I mean, it's another like $300+ plant. I am definitely slowing down on plant purchases though. I think I've gotten several new ones recently, so I'm gonna grow them out and propagate. And you know, some plants like this one I got for me to grow out and to have for like my own collection and not necessarily for the shop. It was nice getting all those little Hoya cuttings and everything because I went a little crazy. Like so. Oh my gosh, I was about to flip out, you guys. It's in a plastic cup. I was like, what is the deal with shipping in a plastic cup? I guess is it to help protect against like damage? Is that why people are shipping in plastic cups? Or is it because they have it in higher humidity? But I do see vents at the top for airflow, or at least one vent. All right, it's alive. That's always a plus. So I see a vent at the top here. Ooh, the color looks really good on it though. Do you see? I don't know, this plant has been speaking to me a lot lately and why I wanted one, because I have a ring of fire which is a similar shape and everything, but the variegation obviously on this one I think is so much more pretty. And the ring of fire, at least mine, the older leaves kind of lose that variegation, or maybe because I have mine in a lower light situation, but the variegation isn't as prominent. It sort of fades a little to like a lighter green yellow than like very vibrant. See, I just really wanted a caramel marble. Ooh. Oh, wow. She is cute. I can't wait until I get those mature leaves. Oh, the color on this is really nice, you guys. So it looks like there's a new leaf right here, but it seems to be the new leaves come in kind of darker and then they fade. But I love the variegation and all the leaves. This one's like a half moon here, and there's some little baby ones. I don't know, I'm imagining this one's probably tissue culture just because of how small it is. I remember when these were so expensive during the pandemic times. Do you guys remember that? Back when I was on Facebook, I was in plant groups, and that's how a lot of my collection started. Is I would join like purges. I would set my alarm, be there at like say 7 p.m. someone was doing a plant purge, and you know, anxiously typing sold on something that you wanted. And I remember I was in one purge. I don't know who it was. I don't remember anything about it, but I remember somebody was selling a lot of their collection. And somebody was selling one of these and it was $20,000. I don't know whatever happened, but it's crazy to think that this used to be $20,000. Or at least that's what people were trying to sell them for, which is just crazy. Oh, it's so cute. And it's lucky number 7, so I like the number 7. See, lucky number 7. Oh, it's so cute. It's adorable. And this even has vents on the cup, it looks like, too, for airflow. I feel like I'm rarely ordering from shops on the West Coast just because I know I'm on the opposite coast, and it does take longer for plants to travel and get here to me. So whenever I'm ordering a more expensive plant, I try to pay for express shipping just because I know it's a more expensive plant and I don't want the plant to stress being in the mail for too long. But if it's a shop closer to me and it only takes like a day or two with regular mail, then I won't pay for express. It just depends on the location. I think this is just a soil mix, but you can actually see all the roots in there. So for those that have a caramel marble, is it like a pretty easygoing philodendron? So my ring of fire is in my aroid mix and it seems really happy, but sometimes some phylos I tend to struggle with, and I don't know. I don't know if this will be a good candidate for pollen or not. It's got a beautiful variegation on all the leaves, like even all these little ones down here. I love the tones of pink. I have fallen in love with pink plants lately. And I actually think the new leaf is a half moon, or it's gonna be a half moon. She's gorgeous. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with this plant at all. Super happy with it. Cheers to happy plant mail. She is so pretty. I'm gonna baby this plant. I'm not gonna mess with it or do anything. I usually let plants acclimate, and depending on how it grows for me in soil, it doesn't seem like super rooted, so I'll probably leave it in this little mix for a while and then maybe upsize it to like a 3-inch and then maybe up to a 4-inch. I tend to upsize like usually only an inch at a time. So yeah, let me know how you're caring for yours. If it's an aroid mix and it's happy, I honestly would probably prefer to leave this in my aroid mix. Because yeah, like I said, my ring of fire is in it and it's pretty happy. She's so cute. You know, my next wish list plant that I really want is I can't find any, so I don't know where I'm gonna have to go to. I know they're probably gonna be so expensive. Is an Alocasia caprea pink variegated. Oh my gosh, those are so beautiful. I can't stop thinking about that plant. And I love my regular caprea. It's just something about the pink plants lately. Hi, Noon. Oh, she just jumped up. You wanna say hello? Oh, I know. Do you wanna say hi? Say hi. Say hi. Hi. Yeah. See birdie? Yeah. I gotta cut your nails. That hurts. That hurts, woo-woo. All right, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again soon.